Happy Saturday, everyone, or happy Saturday, or happy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. Happy.
What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday.
I feel like I'm bending down right now. I feel like it's like at my, but you know, I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, Dr. T?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. How life treating you today?
Life is good. What can I say?
You woke up this morning. You open your eyes, and
I woke up winning, right?
yeah. Well, you know what? You always waking up to win. Hey, I was on. You took a picture this past week, and you had your Waking to Win book.
Yeah.
And then you had your
Smoothie.
Your smoothie.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. I was like, I gotta give me another book. I gotta buy me another book because I don't know
You
what
know, I
mine
got some
is.
books on deck. You know, you can get one at any time.
Buy one get one free.
No, buy one for a friend. We ain't doing no BOGOs. I'm sorry. You can buy one and buy another one for a friend.
Wait, listen, y'all. Her business partner got to buy a book. Ain't you know?
Yeah,
what?
she
That's
got to
okay.
buy a book. Listen,
Right.
I woke up.
I gotta help
win.
pay some bills, right?
Yeah, you do. Listen, okay. That's what's up. What's up?
So tell me a little bit about your book, Awaken to Win, right?
Yeah.
You got scriptures in it. Tell me, 'cause
So
we want people to be able to buy your books.
So the book is on Amazon, but I encourage you to inbox me directly so you can get a signed copy. The book is only $10. It's only $10. And
You got any books in the car?
I don't have any in the car, but I got
Okay.
some in the garage, so we can pull up. What you want to do? I'll make sure I bring some though. But
Tell me to
book,
pull up.
The book is actually 6 years old, and
Okay.
it was written during the pandemic. And so one day I was at home, and the Lord literally He just directed me on what to do, and then I sent it to my publisher. Boom, it was done in 24 hours. I was the author.
So what made you? I mean, at the pandemic time was when everybody was at home and everybody was going through some changes. They
Yeah.
were suffering.
Yeah, they were
And you were
suffering.
suffering, and you didn't even know you were suffering because didn't nobody know what to do when they're at home.
Right, but so here's the thing: we were so like everybody was watching the TV. They were seeing how all of these semis was filling bodies up. People were dying, and the whole world seemed like it was in a frenzy. And everybody
It
was
was,
saying
though. It was, Doctor.
COVID-19. Right, everybody was saying COVID-19. And in prayer, God said, "You know what? I want them to say Jesus." Right. So in every one of those prayers, it ends in the name of Jesus. So how everybody was saying COVID, I was saying Jesus. Right.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus. And
Right.
so instead of being so consumed with the word COVID, be consumed with my name. So the book sold 800 copies. I mean, the copies was flying off out of my hand, right?
Okay.
And I shout out to everybody who actually purchased a book. And Santi, when we come back, I'm gonna have my website pulled up, because if you go to drteresamore.com, you can pull up and you can see people who have taken pictures with my book, and it's at the bottom of my website. And so we
Is my
sold a
picture
lot
up
of
there?
books.
Because I bought a book.
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it's probably not.
I'm sure it is. So the pictures are up there. And so shout out to everybody who supported during the time of COVID. And since then, you and I got a book together. Me and C got a book together. So we in a lot of collaboration. So
That leads up to the word of the day or the word of the week is collaboration.
yeah.
You wrote your book. You inspired me because I said one day I wanted to write a book.
Yeah. And I was like, let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's do this. And so it worked out really good.
So what do you call that when you? Because I had my own section. I wasn't like a full author for a full book, but I had my own chapter. So what do you call that when you have your own
Let's
chapter?
clear that up, though. You are author, period. Like,
Okay.
whether you wrote a sentence or whether you wrote a paragraph, a
Okay.
chapter. So it's called an anthology, right? So that's a collaboration of authors coming together to put their story in one book. And so that's what we did. We were in that's what we did. We were in an anthology.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
I did too. And as a matter of fact, I'm in 7 other anthologies. And I like, just writing. I don't have to always write the entire book. Just let me put my 2 cents in.
Put your 2 cents in.
Yeah.
So when I came up with the word, or me and you, we talked about collaboration. It's some concern out there that people really need to be thinking about. Why aren't you getting ahead? Can you do everything by yourself?
No.
How can you father whatever you want to do? And how do you do that? You do that by collaborating.
Yeah.
You do that by being creative.
Mhm.
And everything doesn't always have to cost money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can collaborate with people.
You-
So here's the thing. one of the things that I make sure that I don't do is gatekeep, right? So gatekeeping.
And when you
is
say gatekeep, what does that mean?
So gatekeeping is keeping stuff to myself, keeping everything in the gate. No, I want
Not
to
wanting to
collaborate.
share.
Right, not wanting to share. I want to collaborate. I want to get in the rooms with other people who are smarter than me, who have great ideas, and we can kind of sharpen each other. Let's collaborate. How can we make each other better? How can I refer somebody to your business? How can I mention your name in rooms that you might not even be in if I know you offer a service that people need? Right? So collaboration is important. And a lot of times people get intimidated by collaboration. They get intimidated because they think you're going to steal my idea or you're going to take something from me. No, what God has for you is for you. You're
That's
your
right.
own
That's
unique
right.
person. Nobody's going to take anything from you. They may help sharpen you or they may give you an idea. But, I mean, there's nothing new under the sun. So somebody else had the idea before you.
So yeah, well, the thing is though, it's nothing that anybody does, period, in this life or in this world that you can recreating. Somebody has already done it
That's
or
true.
is doing it. So why not take what somebody else has done, add your little piece with it, right? Do it, put it together, but also bring somebody else in.
Yeah,
and
but
collaborate.
But also put your unique spin on it, right?
Yeah, that's it. Your unique spin.
For instance, like there's thousands of car saleswomen, right? But there's only one Regina Queen of Carlos.
You're doggone right.
There's only one Regina the Queen of Carlos.
You're
There's
doggone right.
thousands of producers, but there's only one Asante Lucas, right? And so when I think
Doggone
about
right.
all of the people in the world that's doing what they do, God.
And there's
gives
only
you-
one Dr. T, the therapist.
There's only one Dr. T, right? But
You doggone right.
you have your own unique.
You doggone
uniqueness
right.
about you.
How you
And
like
so
that?
I like it. I like.
How you like me backing you up? You doggone right.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's what
Yeah.
you ought to do. That's
Yeah.
what we collaborate.
That's right. We collaborate. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
And it's funny how when you really have that like togetherness or that collaboration where you can just sit down in the seat and do your thing.
Yeah, just do
And
it.
you don't have to think about it.
Yeah, just be you.
We can put together a show in 5 minutes.
Just be you.
Did you realize we can put a show together in 5 minutes?
I realized that for 4 years straight.
Oh,
I was
okay.
sitting across from you. But even when we're talking about collaboration, I like, we had Deputy C on this past, in a couple weeks ago, and he made a very great point, and he was talking about how people are coming together. He said we all gonna win, right? We on the winning team, right? So let's all put our jerseys on. Let's all get in the game, and that's what collaboration is. Everybody just getting on one accord, getting in the game. Let's see how we can make each other win.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I keep my jersey on 24/7. I'm like Wonder Woman.
Okay, Wonder Woman.
You Wonder Woman.
No.
What
I
are
don't
you?
want that title.
You don't want that title?
No, I don't want the
Well,
Wonder
you know
Woman
what?
title.
Let me just say this. So, yeah, you don't want the title.
Yeah.
But Wonder Woman is somebody that stays ready.
Yeah, she's
Wonder Woman stays ready 24/7. You don't want the title, but Wonder Woman is always ready no matter what happens. Just like Batman.
So you want me
or
to tell you why?
Spider-Woman.
You want me to tell you why? You want me to tell you why I said I don't want that title? I said that because people put a demand and an expectation on you when you use words like Wonder Woman. Because Wonder Woman can do several things, right? But I'm normal. I'm human. What if I mess up? Now you done put me on this pedestal. You want me to live up to that? No, I'm Teresa. I'm Dr. T.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I got flaws.
people put you on pedestals regardless. You know, to me, people put people on pedestals all the time. You fall, you get back up, something happens, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
You know,
Sometimes you fall, people don't let you get up.
Not Spider-Woman, but Spider-Man.
You talking about Spider-Woman.
What?
You talking about Catwoman. And like, what,
Anyway,
Wonder Woman,
so,
Catwoman.
So when
What?
Wonder Woman, Catwoman, Batman, Superman, whoever, something happens, right? Cat dog, whoever. Whoever. When something happens, right? When something happens,
Put your cape on and fly
put
away.
your cape on, you just get back up, right? You
Yeah.
fly off the building, you might hit something, you get back up. You know, so
that's
it's
a Marvel
just,
TV for you, ain't it?
right. But I'm just saying though, you get back up.
Yeah. Well, that's good what
Everybody
you said,
has,
though.
you know, you get back up. It doesn't matter. You move, you get back up. You fall on your face, you get back up.
But
You
sometimes
fall on your knees, you get back up.
Yeah, but you know what, Regina, that's good that you're saying that. But sometimes people fall and they don't get up because they
Facts.
feel embarrassed. They stay in the shame of it. But the good thing
Let's
is,
put a pin in that, as you always say.
Let's
So
put a pin in
let's
it.
put a pin in it.
you want to pin that?
Let's put a pin in it.
Okay.
So, okay, so you fall down. What's are you getting back up? Why aren't you? Listen, why aren't you? You fall down. Why aren't you getting back up?
Sometimes shame, embarrassment, feeling like you failed. It's a lot of things that can keep you from not getting back up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
But when you got, oh, thank you. You know how it is. We got same color. Hey, no, but that's real though. Sometimes people, they're people pleasers, or they're concerned about what somebody's saying about them, how they, somebody gonna view them. Nope, you can always get back up. If you fail, you can always get back up, all the time. And when you got somebody collaborating with you, they can help you get back up. They'll lend you a hand.
So what if is one sentence or something that you can tell someone about collaborating?
Yeah.
The benefit of collaboration.
Yeah. No man is an island by themselves.
Okay.
No man is an island by
Give
themselves.
me one more.
So therefore you want to. No man is an island by themselves. So
I
you might
want
as
to.
well get in and get on the winning team. Get you somebody to help sharpen you. Get you somebody to help strengthen you. Get you somebody who can help speak something into you. Speak life into you. Tell you when you're wrong.
And keep your jersey on all the time.
Keep
I mean,
it-
keep your jersey on all the time. When you keep your jersey all the time, you stay ready.
Yeah.
You got to stay ready for whatever you're doing. You're keeping your jersey all the time. When you play sports, you always stay ready.
All right, Jersey.
You know, you do.
We got
I mean,
that from Deputy C though. He
I
said,
did.
Keep your jersey
Yeah,
on.
keep your jersey on. He's a sports addict. You know what I mean? And you got to keep your jersey on. You got to stay ready.
Yeah.
When you stay ready, you be ready.
Might as well keep one of them Nick jerseys on since they just won the
Well, I ain't keeping
championship.
no Nick jersey on. I'm good. I'm good.
Well,
I'm
listen,
good.
we got a special guest in the building, so aren't you excited?
Super excited to have special guests on in the building. We have actually been texting for the last couple months.
Yeah.
And she had a desire to be on the show, and she's been checking in more than 2 or 3 times a month, more than
that's
a couple
good.
times a month.
That's good though. So that
Yeah.
lets us know she persisted and she wanted
Yeah.
to be on the show, because what people don't realize is we are booking out, right? And
Right.
so sometimes we're human and we don't get back right away sometimes because we got jobs and then
Yeah.
we have other responsibilities. But I'm glad that Michelle, that she stayed consistent. And Michelle is the owner of a LLC called I Look Better Than What I've Been Through. So I'm so excited to talk about that.
I mean, I am too, because I'm excited. I want to see, hopefully we can kind of dig deep and find out what she's been through, and because
Oh, absolutely.
everybody's been through
You
something.
know, Dr. T on the set, so we about to talk. We finna have real
Dr.
conversation.
G on the
We finna
set.
have real conversation.
On the set.
Yeah.
Courageous, real conversation. We have courageous and real conversation.
Don't be trying to steal my courageous
courageous
conversation.
and real conversation. I sit next to you so I can steal all your words, do anything I want to do.
You
because we
see,
work
this is what
together.
collaboration is. Collaboration let others steal your
Stealing
material. But listen,
Stealing your
gotta
work.
take a break so we can come back and bring
Okay, so,
Michelle in here.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Yeah, we'll be right back, and super excited to come right back.
And we are back, and we have in the studio with us Miss Michelle Paul. Michelle Paul is she's the CEO of a nonprofit, a LLC called I Look Better Than What I've Been Through, and she has a for-profit. Well, that's the for-profit.
That's my for-profit,
The
yes.
for-profit, but the nonprofit is I Got Through What I've Been Through. Listen, we're excited to dig right on in to see where did you get these names from, first of all?
Life. I got them through life, literally. I worked at a mental health hospital for 18 and a half years.
Okay.
So I came out as an advocate. I'm a mental health advocate in the city of Pontiac. I've been here all my life, all 40 years of my life. I've watched people fall from the people I've known that been great all the way down. So as I watched family and people I know and myself go through things, I decided that I wanted to help people and help them in my own way. Even though I do work at the hospital still, but working out in the community, that's where I'm at now.
Okay, so you work at one of the hospitals around
Psychiatric hospital. Mhm.
Havenwood?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I've been there 18 and a half years.
I did some free work for Havenwood for
Did
a
you?
few years.
Yep,
yeah.
yep. I've been there 18 and a
That
half
was back
years.
in 2004.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah, I started in 2008.
Wait a minute. Ooh, a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
So a lot of people, you started your organization
Yes,
for
sir.
profit, nonprofit, right? But sometimes when people start organizations and they watch a lot of things what other people go through, but some of the things are from themselves.
The
What
inside.
they
Yeah.
So what's going on with you?
So I've dealt with depression. I've dealt with anxiety. I've dealt with quite a few things just in life.
Hold on for me just a little
Sorry,
bit.
I talk really fast. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
you moving. Come on.
You're
Sorry.
moving.
Okay.
Take a deep breath. You want some water?
No, I'm good. I'm
Okay,
good.
you good? Okay, all
I
right.
think it's the happy anxiousness of it.
Okay,
Yeah, I
all
watch
right.
her all the time. So yeah.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
We
good.
appreciate you watching.
Yeah, I do. I watch all the time. So dealing with my own anxiety, that's a big thing for me. Still to this day, I deal with anxiety. And then dealing with my own depression at times, that brought me out. And I didn't like talking in front of people at all. And now I go around and actually do conferences in the city of Pontiac. I've done one at the Bowen Center with just recently 2 weeks ago. With all women, we talked about mental health and their mental health and being older and what they need to do and come out and not stay in the house. I've also talked at Monument of Faith. They called me in to talk there. I've talked with kids.
So, but why are people calling you into? Because anybody
Yeah.
can go speak,
That's true.
right?
That's very
but
true.
it has to be a reason why, or why do people feel comfortable saying, okay, I want you to come speak at my church, or you to come speak at the Bowen Center.
Okay.
Why are they doing that?
I think more word of mouth. They told me I know exactly what I'm talking about when I come in and I talk. And I talk personal. I don't just talk like, oh, you need to do this. We go scenarios. I ask people questions. I ask them what they're going through. And I also offer off my services to help them go through the steps. Yes, ma'am.
That's good. Okay, so I think I was listening to the question of Regina ask you. So, what type of certifications or what type of education have you gone through to get you where you are now?
Okay, so I'm certified in mental health first aid.
Okay.
I have a master's in business administration. That's why I started both of my businesses. I got my master's first.
Okay, so wait, we got business administration.
Yes.
I'm very familiar with first aid as mental health first
Yep,
aid
mental
as
health
a
first
facilitator for that. So yeah, okay, so
I'm not. So what is that?
You gotta go through,
I'm not. Help me out.
Class, Regina.
Huh?
It's a class that you have to go through.
It's a class.
It's a 2-day. Well, I did it in 2 days because it was just a lot of information.
Okay.
So you've been through mental health first aid, and so as going through that, so you felt the need to come and educate the community.
Yes.
So you're giving them tips on what to look for because
Yes.
it's a difference between taking a class, mental health first
Yes.
aid, being a facilitator, and actual giving advice. So that's why
Yes.
I'm asking the two.
Yes.
So okay. So they calling you in, they asking you questions
Yes.
because you have the actual experience with it. How deep are you getting with them?
So I'm getting a lot deeper because actually right now I'm working on a 6-week program. One for
Okay.
adults, one for kids.
Okay.
The kids is more like a mentorship program, but they'll be journaling. We'll go back and forth with their journaling. I'll talk to their parents. We sit down with them, whatever they're going through. And if it's something way deeper than me, then we take them to the next person. Like say the therapist. I don't want who connect them to the therapist. Or if it's a hospital, I connect
you're
them to
the
the hospital.
activist.
Yes.
You're the activist.
Okay.
I'm the
Yeah,
activist
yeah,
in the
yeah.
middle. That's what I am.
You
Yes.
go to the
So now
mental
you help
health
them.
person,
Okay, good.
Therapist. Okay.
Yes, I don't just stop them at telling them about it. If they need the help, we go past it.
Oh,
Yep,
good.
that's what I do. Yes.
So you like the examiner in the beginning.
Yes.
You trying to find out which section they need to go to.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm that person. Like I'll go sit down with a child. Like somebody's grandma called me. She wanted me to come sit there. I listened to her granddaughter talk for a whole hour. I just sat in a chair. And because her grandma was sitting there, I said, she's not telling me everything. And I can tell you just by the way she's looking at me when her grandma was sitting there. So we took a walk. She started telling me all this stuff that was way deeper than just, she would tell her grandma. So I said, it's just to take the time out to sit down and talk to kids and even adults. They come to me and say, I need to call you on the phone. I even had older ladies come to me after my event and say, I'm going to call you just to talk. I said, that's a blessing because, I never thought I would be that person. But I thank God I'm that person right now.
That's
So-
good. Well, what's so good about it is you building rapport with them. So you gave her a space where she can trust you.
Yeah.
Hey, Granny, why don't you stay back here?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so now you created a safe space
Yes,
for her.
yes.
Okay, that's good. So what is your next thing? What are you doing next?
Honestly, I want to have a building. I want to create a building in Pontiac. I want to start in Pontiac. I want to create a building with mental health services, but I want to have therapists. I want to have psychiatrists. I want everybody that work with me as a team. I don't just want to be by myself. And I do have like a lot of different connections with TTI not Common Ground no more, OCHN. So different places that I connect and psychiatric doctors. I got like 4 of them I talk to all the time. So I try to keep myself connected to mental health all the way around.
That's good. Okay.
What's one of the biggest barriers? Because you said you're looking to get a building, right? So what's one of the biggest barriers that you are having to get to your goal?
Okay, so mostly, honestly, is financial, and that's what I'm working on right now, actually, because I just got into a system actually with Mark Alexander, which Mark is my first cousin. So we got into a system. He started like Ray.
I don't know who Mark is.
He was the one who talked at TEDx.
Mark.
Yeah, he
right
talked
here.
at TEDx.
He talked in TEDx.
Pontiac TEDx.
Yeah, he from
He
Pontiac.
what?
Yep.
Mark is from Pontiac.
Okay.
Remember,
Yep.
Mark was on here.
I don't remember.
Mark was on here, Michelle.
I got you. It's good. No, he has,
My bad.
he has a program that he's starting where it helps you raise funds for your nonprofit.
Okay.
So that's what I'm working on right now, raising the funds for my nonprofit. I did last year though. I did get a grant from the city of Pontiac. I wrote out and got actually a grant from the city of Pontiac.
Okay.
So,
Good.
yeah.
So, what makes your approach different from other mental health organizations?
Because I'm a people person. Like, I can literally sit down and talk to you without anybody else being there. Like, if we was just sitting in a room, I could talk to you guys all day. I can talk to you all day and make you feel comfortable first. I don't start talking about mental health first because that's not, I learned a long time ago, people don't like to talk about their mental health, so that's not how we start. I start off on, I'm Michelle. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but we're going to sit down and try this. That's how I start. Especially with kids. I'm learning that with kids, you cannot start off what's going on with you. You know what I mean? That's not how they, like even when I was saying the young lady that I talked to, we sat down and I was like, tell me about you first before we even started about anything else. Tell me about yourself.
How do you get someone to open up to you? Because you just can't sit down and tell somebody, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Because, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
how do you get someone warmed up to be able to talk to you?
Okay, I know exactly what you mean. Okay, so literally, so I'll just use you as an example. If I walk in the room with you, I sit across from you. I say, hey, I'm Michelle. I'm a mental health advocate. I'm not here to make you talk to me. I'm not even here to tell you have to talk to me, but I'm here to help you if it's something that you need. If you want to just talk to me about normal things, you can. If you want to go deeper, we can go deeper, but I'm not going to push you to talk about anything. And usually that gives them that kind of comfortableness, like maybe I'll tell her a little bit and maybe I won't, but they'll think about it first. So I always try to introduce me. And if they ask me something, I usually just tell them. Like if it's anything I've been through and they asking me questions, I just tell them. You know.
So, Michelle, how do you keep yourself protected from liabilities that may come forth?
Okay, so I definitely have insurance because I definitely had to get insurance just for myself, just in case somebody try to come back and say you said. But I always start off my whole speech is, I am not a therapist. I am not a doctor. I'm an advocate. So literally, I am helping you to get the help that you need, or if you want to talk to me, you can. But it's personal. I actually have them sign a HIPAA release form. We do all that. I don't go into just blinded. You know, I make them. I sit down with the parent and I sit down with the kid if it's a if it's a parent.
So what advice would you give someone interested in mental health advocacy? Advocacy. Thank you.
I got you. Before starting in mental health advocacy, I would learn everything you want to know about mental health first, because you can't go in and telling somebody, "Oh, I can see why you're going through this," or "I can see why," and you don't know nothing.
So if you want to learn, where would you go to pick up information?
One, take the class that I took, like the mental health first aid. I went online and took that class.
Okay.
I literally just looked it up and was like, okay, this is what I want to do. I want this certificate. I got it for kids. I have it for adults because I wanted to learn about it. So any kind of education, or even, hey, the hospital I work at, they don't really do the going in and actually seeing because it's a little more extreme.
Okay.
But even if they want to sit down with me, I'll sit down with them and we can talk, go back and forth and work together, because I need people to work with me. Like I work with a lot of people in the community because I've done conferences with different people. I've worked with different people, but not anybody that really does mental health with me. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, okay. So this is good. I never met you before. This is.
I know. I see y'all all the time, though. I was like, oh, they so interesting. I just think y'all so interesting.
He called us interesting.
It's awesome. No, it's an awesome thing, though. I swear.
So, Michelle, I have a question. Like, what's different from what you do in coaching?
I'm kind of like a coach. The only difference is I follow up all the time. Like I literally will come and see you
Coaches don't follow up?
Really, honestly, I just thought they coach you and they just, if you follow up with them, I'm not sure exactly how they do that exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I literally follow up, call the phone, go to the house. If I got to do that, I will go to their house. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not just sitting back and like, oh, okay, let me talk to you on the phone. Let's just, conversate like that. I don't do that. I call it face to face. Like I actually go sit down face to face.
Do you think you want to pursue like a mental health degree?
I thought about it. I have thought about it plenty of times,
Told
actually.
you back then if you thought about it, because you do
Yeah.
Got
some
passion for it.
Oh, definitely got a
And
passion
I'm asking
for it.
about coaching too, because that for people who don't want to go through the 10 years schooling
Yes,
for
got you.
mental
Okay,
health.
got you, yep.
You know, there's a lot of certifications for you to be coaches,
Okay.
and coaches really open the door to help people get the help that they need, or
Okay.
like what a coach does, they coach them into better mental health. So that's
Gotcha.
why I'm asking.
Okay,
those
that'd be
questions.
interesting. I'm gonna look into that then. I didn't realize all that.
Yeah,
So that's
so-
awesome. Okay, yes, definitely.
Just something to think about,
Yes,
because
definitely.
I can hear the passion in your voice. I see that you really are interested in seeing people get healthy and healed and whole.
Yes,
And
yes.
so that this is part of the process.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're already working in a surrounding where you see people who are dealing with challenges every day.
Yes. Every day, yes. 18 and a half years to be exact. Yes, I've watched.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So what's one of the biggest mental health needs that you see in our community? When I say our community, I'm talking about Pontiac, because we all have a mental health. I mean, we all have things going on.
Yeah.
But what's the biggest issues you see that we're having in our community in the city of Pontiac?
I think depression is a big thing in the city of Pontiac. It's a lot of people that I see are very depressed. Even if they smile every day, I know it's a lot of people that'll come in a private space and say, "Oh, I'm going through this, this, and this." You would never see it on their face, but I know depression is really big in the city of Pontiac. Also, anxiety.
Why do you say that? Why do you say it's big in the city of Pontiac? Is that statistic wise that you know, or why do you say it's so big?
I'll
in the
say
city of
just
Pontiac?
watching it, even coming into the hospital and even on the outside of the hospital, as I'm watching people, they'll sit down, they'll talk to me and tell me about their depression, and a lot of them come from the city of Pontiac. They come into the hospital too. So I'm watching them, and then on the outside, having family, friends, different people tell me about how bad their depression is, and they don't want to deal with it.
Yeah,
Because, a lot of people don't like to deal with their mental health. And that's why the biggest reason why I want to come on here, because nobody wants to deal with it, because everybody say, "Oh, you'll be good." And that's man or woman. Men definitely don't like to deal with their mental health. That's a big thing.
Well,
very
I think it
big.
depends on your culture too.
Yes.
Because some cultures, they just feel like what goes on in this house stays
Stays in the
this
house.
We
Yep.
don't really
Yeah, that's the saying from a long time ago.
Stay in the house.
You
Yeah.
really tell people your business, but statistic wise, 2 out of every 4 persons deal with depression and anxiety, and that is just the reported number. If we can really be honest, it's even the numbers have changed
Yes.
drastically. So when in
For the
terms
worst to
of-
the worst.
yes,
worst?
it statistically it says 1 in 4, but it's really 2 in 4 persons, right? And so the reality of it is that environment plays a role in that. People are dealing with anxiety. Anxiety really is just a loss of control. You feel
Yes.
like you're out of control.
Yep.
And so I see it often, but since COVID, there has been a great rise.
Yeah.
And so the need for mental health services is great.
Yes.
The need for advocacy is great. So I applaud you for what you're doing, because
Thank you.
it takes it takes people to be on alert, especially with mental health first aid, right? And so it gives you those tools, what to look for. Not to say that you're a doctor or a nurse, but this is keeping us alert.
Yes.
These are the things that we can look for. These are the words that we can say to someone who may be having a mental health challenge. And so that's a great class. I'm glad that you brought that up. And why not teach it?
Yeah. And that's where I want to be, teaching classes, sitting down, having my own office where I can bring people in a conference room. We can all sit down and talk about it. Also, I want to try to work with the police, because the reason why I say that is when I say work with the police, I mean come in as the advocate. That's what I'm saying when I would say work with the police. Because now they're starting to have them. I've seen it in Arbor Hills. I've seen it in different cities where they have an advocate come in when somebody's having a mental health breakdown. They actually talk to them. They try to talk them down and see what's going on with them before they actually put them in jail and thinking it's something totally different. I want to be a person that can help them before they get to that point or get in trouble for something they really can't deal with. It's just in their head.
Yeah, that's important.
So how did you come up with your mission for your nonprofit? I got through what I've been through. What's your mission statement for that?
Okay,
What
so
do you
go ahead.
no, what's your mission statement? How do you attack that every day?
Be yourself and be honest with yourself.
What's your
Be
mission
honest.
statement though?
Okay, let me think for a minute.
You can say pass.
Oh, what a fan! I literally just looked at it. I was just reading it actually too. It's just my brain, like right now, is not thinking exactly. Where is it?
We can pass. We'll come back to
Okay,
it.
all right. Okay, sorry.
If you could change one thing about mental health care, what would it be?
The way they handle people in mental health care. So when I say that, I'm saying
Who's
as in
they?
like the hospitals and the different facilities.
Okay.
Because you can come into a mental health facility, need the help. They know you need the help, but if you don't have the right insurance or you don't have the right thing, they take you right back out.
What they tell you? Bye.
Basically, yes, they discharge you. Basically, and I've seen it happen so many times. Because, and I mean, literally, somebody could still be so psychotic and you send them right back out on the street because they don't have nothing to cover it.
So I thought it was where they really couldn't turn you away, but that's not.
So they'll let them in the hospital, but they won't keep them there as long as they should. I say.
So, and she's absolutely right. So it depends on the state when they come in, right? The state of mind that they're in when they come in. So if the police bring them in, if they sit and observe them and they feel like they can go home, they're gonna send them home.
Okay.
Rather waiting till the next day when the psychiatrist or the psychologist come in to do a actual review,
Everybody, okay. Psych eval.
whatever
Whatever they wanna do.
need. Yeah.
Okay.
Or what blood? They even taking blood. It could be medications. It could
Okay.
be a million things.
Yeah,
And so, wow.
literally.
So what lessons have you learned being a nonprofit leader? Your advocacy, what? Advocate,
See.
right? But
Advocate.
yeah, well, you got me.
I got
So
you.
what lessons have you learned?
That everybody's not gonna take to me. I've learned that. So I've definitely tried to not push anybody that don't want to talk
You
about
say
it.
everybody's not gonna what?
Take to me, like as a person.
Okay.
So even if I've had people that'll come right to me and talk to me and say how they feeling, and I talk to them, and then I've had people that say I don't want to talk to you. I don't.
So
and
what
I
do
say,
you do? What do you do when someone wasn't to talk to you? What do you do?
okay, so basically, I just tell them it's okay not to want to talk to me, but if you feel like you need to talk to me or want to talk to somebody else, do that. Because if you just let it stir up in your brain, then we're gonna be right back at the same situation. So either you can talk to me, you can talk to your family member, but talk to somebody you trust. That's a big thing for me. I always tell people that.
Do you offer them another safe space or somebody else maybe to go to talk to?
So-
Instead of just saying no, I'm not the one.
I do offer sometime other services, like people that's a therapist. Like I have a cousin that's a therapist, and she's a really good therapist. But then at the same time, sometimes I don't want to offer somebody, and they don't take to them, and they're like, "Well, you sent me to them, and I don't like them either." You know what I mean? So
You can refer, but you can't promise.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yes, yes.
But you know what? The good thing is that you just got to know when to refer out or when to step back. So one of the things I like that you always say is that you don't have to talk to me because we're not everybody's cup of tea.
Right. That's
Everybody's
right.
not
I'm
gonna
learning
not gonna
that,
wanna
yes.
talk to you.
That's right.
And so it's okay to know that the help is here and available if you want it.
Yes.
And that's the biggest thing, not pressing yourself upon people.
Yep.
If they don't want
Yeah.
the help, then you
Yeah.
know what? If you don't want me, like you said, there's other people you can talk to. But I do like the question that Regina asked, just having a referral base.
Yes.
Like
Okay,
if they're
yeah,
not
a
talking
referral
to you,
base, yep.
like here, you can talk to so and so,
Okay.
right?
And the reason I say that is because, I'm in a car business, right? And if somebody don't buy a car for me, I'd be like, okay, see you later, right? Because you get a car anywhere.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about somebody's mental health,
Yeah.
and and they let you in that space,
Mhm.
because you may not be their cup of tea, but they let you in that space.
Yeah. Okay. that
And maybe
makes
they
sense.
figure out in that quick minute or second that you're not the one.
Yep.
Is
Yeah,
that
that
you're
makes
that
sense.
close to them? To me, I'm like, okay, refer them,
Yeah.
and then they make the decision that they want. And it's just some advice that
Oh yeah, no,
I'm
that's
giving
actually
you
great
to,
advice.
to do that because I'm not everybody's cup of tea,
That's true.
and I realize that.
Right.
When I'm not, deuces. But I'm not playing with people's mental health.
Yeah, that's a whole
I'm
nother
talking about
thing.
buying a car.
Yeah,
When you got
okay.
people in their mental health, that's serious.
Yes.
They could be on the verge trying to kill themselves.
Yep.
Or they might be thinking about jumping out of a plane
Yes.
without a parachute.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's why I'm glad she has that disclaimer.
Yeah,
Because one
yeah.
thing for certain and two things for sure. Anytime you sit in front of a person, now you have a duty to warn.
Yeah.
Whether you're an advocate,
Yeah.
whether you're a mental health professional, whomever you are, you have a duty to warn.
Yeah.
And so my next question to you, Michelle, is what keeps you hopeful about the future of or the direction of mental health?
I see more and more people dealing with mental health and talking about their mental health. This is the biggest time I've first actually seen so many people talk about their mental health because before it was like a closed door. And I mean, growing up, it was a closed door, like you say. What stays in my house is in my house,
Right,
and that's
right,
it. So we always kept the door closed. But now I'm learning that people are starting to open up. More people are starting to talk about it. More people are saying, "I need help. I just don't know how to get help," or I didn't want to tell nobody because they're gonna judge me. And that's the one thing too. I always tell people, I'm not gonna judge you. I'll listen to everything you got to say, and then I'll tell you what I feel about it. If you like it, okay. If you don't, then we go from there. But I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Well, you should have did this." Not gonna do that.
So
That's not helping.
So explain to me. Try to explain to me. I mean, you probably can help me too. What's the difference if you're an advocate but you're a therapist? Because to me, if you're an advocate, you talking, right? I mean, you listen or what? What's the
Advocating,
difference?
so that means you're actually
listener?
standing up for the rights of people. Like you making
Okay.
sure that they're being heard. Yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And like when I was saying with the police, like a lot of times they'll take people, put them in jail for no reason. I want to be that person to say, no, they don't need to go to jail. They need to go to the hospital, or they need therapy. They don't need jail, because that's not going to help.
And our advocate is not a therapist. Well, they could be a therapist, but when you use the word therapist, you really have to be careful because therapists are licensed individuals. So you have to be careful. So it's when you can be a mental health advocate, you can be all of those things, but when you start putting terms like psychologist, psychiatrist, therapist, those are licensed individuals, and they have a duty warrant. But an advocate does too. And so you in situations like this, I'm glad that she has all these people around her to help her. When she at the end of her what she can do, she can refer out. But
Okay.
the good thing is that they're listening to her. And that's people get afraid when they hear the word therapist. They get triggered. Because when you think about a therapist, you think about what it used to be shrink, right? Somebody's going to shrink me, make me feel lesser than I am. And so people don't really like the name, the titles. But when you come in and you say, you know what, I'm an advocate, or you know what, I'm a listening ear. I'm somebody you can just talk to. People are more comfortable, and if they
Okay.
need the next step,
Okay.
she can refer them. But you're offering this space to them, which is so much needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially with the youth,
Yes.
because you have so many. The suicide rate is up.
Very.
You have the runaway rate is up. There's so many things. So this is good. So, what is one thing that you would like to leave the listeners with today about what you're doing, what you desire to do, and what's next?
One, I want to tell the listeners, you'll see me a lot more. You'll see me bigger and better in Pontiac. I'm going to be around a lot. I'm going to do a lot of conferences. I'm going to go to a lot of schools, because that's what I'm working on now, going to the schools, the churches. I want to be in every situation first in Pontiac before I do anything else, because this is where I'm from, so that's where I want to be first.
So you're born and raised in Pontiac.
I am born and raised in Pontiac.
Okay.
40 years I've been here.
Okay.
Yeah, born and raised too.
Yak Town?
Yep. Yep, literally. Yep.
Okay, so if they wanted to get in touch with you, how could they?
They can get in touch with me a couple ways. They can get on my Facebook page, is Michelle Renee. I have a Facebook page for both of my businesses. So it's one that's I Look Better Than What I've Been Through, LLC, and then I Got Through What I've Been Through, nonprofit. They're both on Facebook. They can also call me at 248-599-5192. That's my business number.
One
Can
more
you repeat
time.
that?
say
I'm
it
sorry.
slowly.
Yes, 248-599-5192.
One more time with people in the back.
Okay, 248-599-5192.
All right, so we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back.
So we're in the last part of our show, our segment. One of the favorite parts of our show. Honestly, we usually do current events at the end, but we decided to change it up and do some car talking. Talk about cars.
But you know what? We do want to say to you all, we didn't tell you to like and subscribe.
We did not.
tell you to go to our YouTube page. We did not tell you to follow us.
Because we've been bad.
We did not
Bad
tell
girl,
you.
bad girl, such a dirty bad girl. Beep,
Toot,
beep. Hey, beep, beep. Hey. No, Donna Summer didn't say, hey, and all that.
Well, this is 2026 version.
Whatever.
So if you are listening, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be in the driver's seat. You can also go on over to our Tiki Taki and driver's seat 6. Driver's seat .6 and like and subscribe to us over there too. You don't subscribe over there, do you? You just follow.
Just follow.
You follow and like. And if you're on Facebook, be in the driver's seat. All right, Regina, let's go. Regina, the queen of car loans. What kind of car tips you got for us today?
So I have a quick 5 when we're going to run through them real quick. So before buying a car, you want to think about 5 things, the 5 steps to better your financial situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to make sure you get your pen and paper ready. And I know we talked about, I am going to make sure, start sharing more car tips.
Yeah.
I'm doing every show.
Yeah, you're going to get car tips. You're going to get some mental health tips.
Yeah, we're going to give it all. We're going to get some mental health tips.
Yeah.
We're going to get some car tips. We're going to give you some credit tips. We're going to give you some get your hair right tips. We're going to give you all kind of tips.
Tip.
Tips.
All right, let's go.
All right, so first one, set a realistic budget. Decide how much you can afford for the purchase price. And what a lot of people don't do is they don't think about, okay, I got to pay my car payment, right? I got to pay my insurance.
Mm-hmm.
I got to think about fuel. I got to think about maintenance,
Mm-hmm.
and you can then and registration and taxes. One thing people don't understand is when they quote a car payment, your car payment is already including tax.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, automatically. If someone quotes your payment without tax, you need to just walk away. When we quote a payment at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet, we're giving you a payment including tax.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing you want to say. Is this payment including tax?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
So, is this payment including tax?
Yeah.
And typically, having been a customer for many years,
Mm-hmm.
I know that the payment includes the tax, but doesn't it usually include the registration and everything too?
yeah. Well, yes, but remember, you're not paying for your registration, your insurance. Your registration in your car payment, so to speak, right?
Exactly.
So I always say you want to make sure you're including tax, because if you see payments on TV, hear payments on the radio, or see payments in print,
Mm-hmm.
they're not including tax.
Mm.
It's plus tax. Why? It's because they want to give you that cheaper payment.
Mm-hmm.
They want to track you in and ask more questions.
Yeah.
And remember, it's always a disclaimer at the bottom of anything that you do.
Now that's
Disclaimer.
good. So this is good knowledge you're getting. So you're gonna ask them, is that tax included?
Is that
You
tax
also-
included into
and-
my payment?
And you also gonna look at the disclaimers. So that's
Yeah.
good. Okay.
And so a lot of things what people don't do is they don't think about when they're thinking about buying a car. Well, how much is it going to cost me to gas my car per week?
Well,
You
you
know?
really can't tell now in Michigan because it be about $5 a gallon. It might be $3 a gallon. I mean, I just don't know.
Well, anyway, you gotta try to set a realistic budget when it comes to fuel, and you gotta think about the maintenance.
Yeah.
You know, do you have an extended service contract or warranty in your payment? Or if you don't, do you have a budget set aside per month? If you have to get, maybe you get a flat tire and you don't have tire wheel, or maybe you need to get something fixed on your car. Maybe you need to get your brakes fixed.
I don't know. Y'all must then go to the queen because she makes sure you get all that. When you sitting there with her, she gonna make sure you together. So
Well, I just
y'all
want to
must
make
then get
sure
to the
that
queen.
I want to make sure that you're fully protected.
Look,
we
I
make it
am
easy
a woman. Make
What?
sure I get
Listen,
all the stuff I
We
need.
make it easy at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet, and we just
shout out
want to
to
make
Joe.
sure that you are well protected. That's
Yeah,
all.
shout out to Joe Longhammer.
So, number 2, check your credit and financing options. Before you go into a dealership, before you're thinking about financing a car, you need to know your credit score. You know where you stand. If you've been following me for years, right? You know that I'm always talking about credit. Giving you tips, right? But you want to know what your credit score is. If your credit score is low, you can still buy a car. But I always tell people, you date the car, you don't marry your car. You marry your spouse. Whether it's a female or male, whatever you want to do. I don't care what you do. But you date your spouse. That's what you do.
You marry your spouse. You don't date your spouse.
What'd I say?
Date your spouse.
Oh, I'm sorry. You marry.
Well, you're supposed to date
You
your spouse.
marry
too. You're
your
supposed to
spouse.
keep it. You still got to keep it spicy. So
Right.
dating your spouse is good. Too.
Right. So you marry your spouse.
Yeah. You
Right.
marry
You marry your spouse. You date your car.
But let's
So-
kind of talk about that though, because you said know your credit score before shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Like how? Because I know they have some free credit score places you can get your credit score free once a year. But does it affect your credit score just to say, okay, run my credit to 2-3 different people when you're going to get a car? Okay.
Did y'all see that?
Next. So compare
So,
financing.
I
for
don't
the
want to
bank.
answer that question. We
Compare
answer
the
that
fin-
question because
You can say
people,
pass.
When,
You
when,
say pass.
No, I'm not gonna say pass. The reason I don't want to answer that question because when people say that and they got bruised credit,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You had problems paying your bills. You had issues, right? You got bruised credit, which is bad credit, right? And you're going to tell me how many times you want me to run your credit. You don't get that. You don't get that option.
You don't get that.
If you got great credit,
Yeah.
you can say, well, I only want you to go 1 or 2 places.
That's why I asked the question.
Or you're going to come in with your own finance and then you're going to do that. Or if you got bruised credit or problems with your credit, let me just say bad credit, don't come in telling me how many pulls you want me to take.
Well, you know
Because
what?
I don't want to hear it.
You just
I don't.
said something. You
I
said
don't
if
wanna
you
hear
coming
it.
in with your own finances, so does that mean you went to a credit union or you went to another entity? And
That means that you went and got outside finance. You went to your bank or your credit union, and they got your proof for a certain amount. And then you come in, you're already equipped and ready. You know your proof for $30,000. You find a car for $30,000.
So does
or
Joe
$30,000 or
Longhammer
less.
work with every entity?
So we have a lot of financial institutions that who we deal with, a lot of lenders we deal with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what I always tell customers, you know what, we prefer to do the financing right there.
Yeah.
And the reason we prefer to do the on-spot financing there because we control everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we like to be in control. I'm sorry, we do.
That's most people.
Yeah.
They like to be in control.
We love to be in control. But so number 3, you want to research the right vehicle.
How do you research the right?
So
vehicle?
do you need a 2-door car? Do you need a 4-door car? Do you need a family-sized vehicle? Do you need a fuel economy vehicle? Do you need a safety vehicle? Do you need a reliable vehicle? What do you need? Do you need a cargo van?
I don't understand this question because what do you mean? Do you need a safety vehicle?
That
All
says
of it's-
research the right vehicle.
I know it say no. You said do you need economy vehicle? Do you need a safety vehicle?
Well, okay. So a safety vehicle is, does your brakes work?
I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't sounding right, Queen.
Does your brakes work? You can buy a vehicle and your brakes don't work. Your brakes might barely work.
So
I'm just saying.
I was thinking like a child safety lock or something. You over here talking about brakes. So reliability. Okay, so what does it mean to compare models?
So do you need a Ford? Do you want a Ford? Do you want a Chrysler? Do you want a GM?
Why would we? How you gonna get a Chrysler? Y'all don't sell Chrysler.
We do.
You do?
Yeah, use.
Oh, I don't know.
We have a Chevy store, which I'm at the Chevy store. We have a Buick GMC store, right? And we have a Ford store. Yeah. And we have other different models. We have over 400
I apologize.
vehicles in
I don't know used. I don't know used. That's
okay, so yeah, Dr. T believes in new. She believes in new.
I like new, but we're gonna be used one day.
So number 4, get insurance quotes. So
here you go.
Let's talk about it.
Here
Okay,
you go.
let's
I know
talk
this
about
is
it.
coming.
So, if you have a particular vehicle that you want to buy, right? I always tell people have three options, 3 choices, right? Do your homework, get insurance quotes. You don't have to be the vehicle that you're exactly buying, but you get a similar vehicle. For instance, if you're looking at a Malibu, you say, okay, I want a Malibu, or maybe I want a Chevy Equinox, and then maybe I want a Ford Escape. You can take those VIN numbers from a website, from a dealer website, right? Mm-hmm. You can call the insurance company and get a quote. Mm. And it's that easy. You can compare. You can compare. You have to run your driver's license, and you want to get a quote. So therefore, you can put that into your budget.
So the insurance company just runs your driver's license.
But they do some other things too.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. I know you have an insurance score, which is like supposed to be your credit score and all that. But what I have to do is I'm gonna have to get in touch with I'm gonna have to have an insurance guy come on our podcast.
That would be good. Okay.
Yeah, we need to do that because he shares some pertinent information. So we need to get back into that. So number 5, inspect and test drive your vehicle. One of the biggest mistakes people make, Dr. T, is that they figure, okay, I want that car, and they don't test drive it. Mm. Test drive your car. If you buying a car and they delivering it to you, it's different. You can't really test drive. They drop it off to you as your vehicle, right? Mm-hmm. But you inspect and drive the vehicle. Drive the vehicle. It's a brand new vehicle. I always still drive it. I remember my last vehicle that I have right now. I didn't test drive it.
Mm-hmm.
The dumbest thing I could have did?
You regretting that you didn't?
Well, yeah, I am because I was all about the payment.
Yeah. And
I didn't follow my own rules. And I don't feel sexy in my pickup. I don't.
What's your rules?
Huh?
What's the rules?
You
said you didn't follow your own rules.
I didn't follow my own rules. What I teach, I didn't. I was all about the payment.
You was all about.
I was all about the payment.
Well,
and that's
now
the first
we
time
got
I've
some
done
transparency
that.
right here.
But I'm just being honest.
You was all about the payment.
I was all
so
about
now,
that payment.
Once you make a choice, you can't just erase the choice.
No, you
got to
can't.
deal with
and
it.
I'm stuck.
Yeah.
I'm stuck. And it's a short period of time because it's a 2-year lease. But I did not.
Has it been a year?
September's a year.
Oh, good.
Yeah, September's a year. And I actually, I'm upset. And I'm upset every time I walk in there, I get in it. It's because, because I should have test drove it. Yeah. But I was all about the payment.
Well,
I was saving almost $200 in payment.
That's a lesson learned. $200 is $200 no matter how you spend it,
Yeah.
That's a lesson learned. So that's something like even, as we sit and talking, you learn lessons based on your experience, right? So experience is a good teacher.
It is.
Yeah.
So if anything, inspect and test drive your vehicle. Don't look at it and say it looked good, you good, because it looked good. It looked good and inside. I've been in one before. I drove a pickup before. I just haven't drove that one. And it drives just like the Silverado EV. Same thing.
But I like the fact that you brought this up, though, Regina, because sometimes we get mesmerized by the shape of a car, the color of a car, but it's not until you test drive it. Because honestly,
That's it.
I really do enjoy the Cadillac, but I liked my Blazer better. I just like the way I was rolling in the Blazer. Cadillac is a very luxury car. It's real nice, sleek. I mean, ain't nothing like it's like butter, baby, but it's something about, when I was driving my Blazer, I could just jump in it and we out. Cadillac, you just slow roll. It's like a slow roll. You ain't flying in it unless you Regina and you borrow my car and you driving 80.
Well, you know what? I wasn't driving 80. I was just trying to get where we needed to go.
Yeah, okay.
And next time, let me drive your car and you catch a cab or you catch an Uber.
How about we just call a car company? Because, baby, listen, I was nervous and still nervous. I'm still traumatized, y'all.
So I have a left foot. Okay, we want to thank you guys for watching and
And shout out to Michelle for coming on. Michelle
shout
Paul,
out to
she was
her.
on the show today, and we had some good dialogue about collaboration. And so, for those of you who are listening, I appreciate those who collaborate, those who drop names in rooms that their homegirls or their other entrepreneurs are not in, but they know that they provide the service. Shout out to you today.
shout out to you.
Yep.
Shout out.
So it's Saturday. We going outside, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy yourself. Take some time, smell the roses, breathe, and enjoy yourself. And like Auntie Tab said, if you can't have a good day, don't go up and try to mess somebody else's up.
That's right. Don't do it.
Happy Saturday, everybody.
Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday, everyone. Or happy Saturday, or happy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. Happy.
What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday.
I feel like I'm bending down right now.